We're going to make a raspberry roll. And for the raspberry roll, we will need 3 eggs, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a jar of raspberry jam, which is equivalent to about 1.5 cups or 2 cups of raspberry jam. First, I'm going to take the eggs and put them in the mixing bowl with the sugar, the half cup of sugar, and then I beat them together. Okay, now that's very good. You can see that it makes a ribbon. Okay, now it's time now to add the flour. Here's a spatula, I'll add the flour. Incorporate the flour well, mixing all the way to the bottom, like this. And now we're going to add the baking powder to the flour. Now, of course, you shouldn't mix it for too long because the egg whites will fall. So you don't want to mix it for too long, you see? This is going very well. You can feel that the mixture is becoming smoother, more homogeneous. Perfect. So now I've prepared a baking sheet with rims. And with a spatula, you spread the mixture evenly. And now I'm going to put the mixture in the oven, preheated to 350 degrees, for approximately not quite 20 minutes, for a little over 15 minutes. If you have a thermometer, the center of the mixture should reach 180 degrees. And then you remove it. Careful, it shouldn't be too dry or you won't be able to roll it. There, and now our sponge cake is done. It's cooled, so what we have to do now is simply remove the paper. Now you're going to place your cake like this. Place it back on the paper like this. And now we're going to add 1.5 cups of raspberry jam. Now you see you spread it out evenly, and try to spread it, as always, spread it as evenly as possible. Spread it out with a spatula like this one, or with a large knife. You see, it's very simple. Now you take the paper right away like this, and roll it. You see? And then you simply roll your cake like this. You see, it's very simple. And now it's done. And now what you're going to do is put it back like this. Put it back on the baking sheet and we'll let it rest in the refrigerator for a good half an hour. You can even leave it for an hour, okay? So into the refrigerator. So, we've let it rest for an hour. Our cake, our raspberry roll. You see? There. And it's done. So we can, of course, shape it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut it like this to make it beautiful. There, you can see that it's a roll, that it's been rolled. You see? And now, to make it even prettier, I'll show you. You take a little bit of powdered sugar, but you can also use a bit of cocoa powder. Chocolate and raspberries go very well together. There. There it is, your raspberry roll, which everyone will love because you have the tartness, you have the sweetness, and everyone will be amazed. Bon appétit!